morning, everybody, and welcome to the Gallant Views Daily News Show for Tuesday, the 24th of January 2023. My name's Colin McDuff, and I'll be recapping all the Rangers news from the last 24 hours. And for the first time since this show has began, I'm delighted that this news will finally include a new signing, a much needed new signing. I'll be honest, listeners, I genuinely thought that we had jinxed it. We'd be looking to do a daily news show for a while, and we thought January will be a great time to start it, because the Rangers squad is in much need of an overhaul. So when last week came and went and no signings had been announced, I genuinely thought it was our touch of bad luck that had maybe stopped all signings. But here we are. Todd Campbell has finally signed. It won't be a shock to anybody. The rumours have been ongoing for 2-3 weeks now, and I'm sure we've all had a chance to look at his career at varying levels. Quite an exciting prospect. 24-year-old, broke into the Norwich team, had a huge impact a few years ago, and didn't quite hit the heights that he was expected to. This is why he's in our reach, but he can play in that number 10 or number 8 position. I think with a bit of flair, where we don't have it. Quite a few articles on RTV that I'll just run through, giving a wee bit of context from the player, manager, and of course the sporting director, Ross Wilson, who's finally returned for his holiday. So the first article: Rangers are today delighted to welcome Todd Cantwell as a hugely exciting first addition to the Michael Beale era at the club. The 24-year-old, who can play in a variety of midfield and attacking positions, joins the Light Blues from Norwich City on a long-term deal. A product of the Norwich City Academy, Cantwell made 129 appearances for the Canaries, including 2 seasons in the Premier League. Indeed, he has experience of competing for honours, having twice won the Championship at Norwich in 2019 and 2021. He had a spell on loan at AFC Bournemouth in the second half of last season as they too won promotion to the English top flight. So, just picking out a few bits there from his experience, he's 130 games in the Premier League or the Championship for Norwich before we add on to the Bournemouth experience. He has won trophies. It's not, I think the big worry that we have bringing players from the Championship is they may have a lot of top flight experience, but having that pressure or that no experience of winning trophies, he's got that, albeit as the Championship, but you can only really. We were never going to sign a Premier League winner, so I think that's really important and will add value. It goes on to say, back in 2017-2018, he was afforded the opportunity as a 19-year-old to travel on loan to Fortuna Sittard in the Dutch second tier to further his development, while he was also capped at England under-17, under-19 and under-21 levels. So just on that loan spell that he had at Fortuna Sittard, Davy Tomlinson of the pod, he spoke quite regularly about from fans that side of the Netherlands. He is still well regarded, and that loan spell was very much seen as a success for them. I think he did have a real impact, even as a 19-year-old. So if we look at how the Norwich City fans speak about him, there's a wee bit of regret that he didn't quite reach the heights, but very much a player full of talent, and Fortuna Sittard as well. So I think how other fans portray a player always tells you a lot about the kind of player coming in. So Todd Campbell himself, speaking to RTV, went on to say, "I'm delighted and I feel very proud. This is obviously a massive football club and I'm delighted to get going and get started. This is a massive club and there is a massive responsibility when you sign for Rangers to be the player that the fans want to see. They want to see a player that works hard and a player that can win them games, which is very important, and that is something I'm hoping I can bring." He went on to say in a further RTV article, when he was talking about how important Michael Beale was in his decision to move to Rangers. He was massive for me. Like I said previously, it's really important to have a manager that believes in you, but also that you believe in them. Loads of players say that, but it's the truth. You need to be on board with everything, really, if you want to get the best version of yourself. And I feel like this manager can definitely get that out of me, and I'm really looking forward to starting working with him. I think this is a very important stage of my career, if I'm being honest, and a very important move. Speaking to Ross Wilson and speaking to the manager, they seem like two very good people, as well as being good at their job and what they do. The manager was very clear with me and laid out exactly what it is that they like about me and what it is they want from me. For a player, that is all you can ever ask for: clarity. The chance to play in Europe as well and to obviously win things. That is why I'm here, to win trophies. Well, that's why we want you to come, Todd, to win trophies, to compete in Europe. I'm glad there's nothing too surprising there, obviously. It's all the kind of things you'd expect to hear from the first interview, but I really like how he speaks about Michael Beale. It's what you'd expect from Michael Beale: clarity. I think we've seen, whether he's an assistant coach or the manager, Michael Beale is very good at laying down the expectations, and that's also coming across very, very early on. The last bit on Todd Campbell: I'm the type of player that likes to be on the ball. I like to think I can see passes some people can't, and I have the ability to unlock a defence. I would say I'm a good ball carrier, but we will have to see, and you can gauge that for yourself. But I do like to dribble. I like to be excited, and I am an attacking player, so I like to bring that creative spark that maybe something that other players can't do. This is a massive club, and there is a massive responsibility when you sign for Rangers. Just recap that again. Talk about the fans. They want to see a player that works hard and a player that can win them games, which is very important, and that's something I'm hoping I can bring. Perfect. So all very good there. And he did. There is a few other snippets from the RTV articles which I would implore you to go on and read. The very last thing I'll bring, he was asked about the decision to take on the number 13, and I know many of you are very upset that Rangers didn't retire that shirt after Andy Firth. Obviously, in the Gallant Views interview with Michael Beale, Andy Firth was one of the unsung heroes, bit of a cult icon now. But Todd Cantwell's taken up the mantle of that shirt. When asked about it, he says, "It goes without saying that over the last few seasons, I would say things haven't gone to plan. I don't believe that 13 is an unlucky number, as you make your own luck. I'm looking to make it my own and to have people remember it." So that's quite an ambition, to have people recognise a number after you. So I'm all for that ambition. It just has to follow through with it. So there's a few comments for Michael Beale and, of course, Ross Wilson. Michael Beale went on to say, "I'm extremely happy to welcome Todd to Rangers. He's a player that is fully aligned to our playing style, and we believe he will be a key player for the club in the coming seasons. I'm looking forward to working with him on the pitch this week and integrating him into our fantastic football club." Sporting Director Ross Wilson: "We're delighted to welcome Todd to Rangers. Michael and I have spent a lot of time talking with Todd, and indeed with others, about his quality and what he can bring to our squad. We're excited to have him start with the group this week." So very, very exciting, all very positive. He has been in and around the first team for Norwich. So I wouldn't expect him. I wouldn't be expecting him to need like a full month to get up to speed with match sharpness. Obviously, there will be that adaptation period. Come to a new team, come to a new league, but there's no reasons he can't be an 18 for St Johnstone on Saturday. And we do have a cup final to be preparing for, little over just 4 weeks now, so there's no time like the present, Todd, to get going. On other potential transfers coming in, There's been no real update on Nicholas Raskin or Morgan Whittaker. Obviously, Steve covered yesterday that Morgan Whittaker wasn't included in the 18 for Swansea City on Saturday, so I think that was a game of chicken, which maybe Swansea have pointed first, but we're no further forward with that. With Nicholas Raskin, again, his name really popped up in a lot of Twitter pages and news outlets yesterday because he put up an Instagram post. Basically, the Instagram post was a photo from the gym window at Standard Liège. Depending on the news outlet, some are saying this is a cryptic post indicating the move to Rangers is imminent. Others are saying that this may allude to him being with Standard Liège a little bit longer. I'll be honest, folks, it's a fucking it's a photo of of the view from the gym. It doesn't tell us anything. The player's obviously bored, so it doesn't tell us either way if there's anything happening, in my humble opinion. But we'll obviously give you the update as and when anything comes of either of those potential transfers. Confirmed with a lot of news outlets yesterday that Charlie McCann is actually on his way out, and that he's completed a move to English League One side Forest Green Rovers for 350 grand. It's weird that neither club have announced it yet, Rangers or Forest Green Rovers, but it looks pretty much set in stone. I know we've covered it over the last couple of updates, and all the best to Charlie McCann. I liked him as a player, but I didn't really think he's what we need right now. But I really hope that Rangers do have some sort of clause in there, maybe a sell-on fee or a buyback option, should we ever need it. In other news, the Hibernian v Rangers game, which was due to take place on Saturday the 25th of February, it's now been moved to Wednesday the 8th of March with a 7:45 kick-off due to Rangers being involved in the Viaplay Cup final on Sunday the 26th. So that's now been confirmed, and ticket details will be released by both clubs in the coming weeks. The last bit of news just on fixtures as well. There's a massive fixture for the Rangers ladies team, who will face Glasgow City this Sunday. That is the 29th of January at Broadway, and Rangers are selling tickets from just £1. So obviously you spoke last week about Rangers having to claw back a wee bit of a gap between themselves and Glasgow City. I think it's 4 points in it. So it's a huge game, huge home tie for the Rangers ladies, having previously drew one each at Petershill back in November. Rangers women on a high from their 7-0 win away to Motherwell on Sunday as well. So it's a 4 p.m. kickoff this Sunday, and for any men's season tickets holders, MyGers members, children's and concessions, the tickets are £1. General sale adult tickets are also available for just £3. So obviously, it's if you're looking for your Rangers fix this weekend, after Saturday, it's a very reasonable price. £1 for season ticket holders and managers, or even the £3. Be good to get as much of support for a massive game for the Rangers women this Sunday. There's also certain VIP hospitality packages which I thought was quite interesting, if you're looking to make a day out of it. They're priced at £25 plus VAT per person. Included in the package is 90 minutes pre-match hospitality, 2 welcome drinks, which is a beer, wine or a soft drink, soup and a selection of sandwiches and finger food, half-time refreshments, a 1 hour post-match cash bar. And it's also good to see that the club are offering 1,000 free tickets for local schools and football teams as well. So the club are definitely doing a bit to get as much of a turnout for this game on Sunday as well. So if you're looking for, as I said, your Rangers fixing Sunday, 4 p.m. at Broadwood, you can get those tickets on the Rangers site. So that'll do me for this morning's update, folks. Again, delighted to be able to actually discuss a new signing. We'll be back tomorrow morning, Wednesday the 25th, with that day's update. Hopefully Rangers day things in the transfer market again, and we've got some more exciting news to talk to you about tomorrow. But until then, enjoy your day. Have a good one, everyone.